I work for myself.
What's the name of your company?
Drake 48.
Do tents and stuff?
Yeah, I do everything. Tents, signs, business cards. Actually, when I call America, call y'all boss, he know me.
Who?
The boss.
Sound?
The mayor. Yeah, yeah. We'll call him.
I'm not gonna bother him. Right?
Oh, yeah, y'all. And I ain't gonna bother the person I'm working for either. Makes sense, right? I gotta start that. This is funny, man. Oh, man. How y'all doing, man? I'm trying Bill reporting live from South Florida, but I'm actually from Georgia. And in Georgia, we eat grits. Y'all know everything about grits? Because that cop just got his grits took, man. It's a beautiful Saturday out here, and, you know, the trail goes where it goes. Got us in Niagara Falls this time. Say he ain't gonna call his boss, but he wants you to call yours. That's about as much of this video as I watched. Let's see what else happened, man.
It worked.
The owner is looking at this though. Like, he got 45 cameras on this building.
No, I get it.
He's looking at his work. So whoever called, that's crazy as hell, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I know y'all doing your job, but
Want to call the
I'm
owner?
sitting here working.
You want to call the owner just so we?
No.
You don't want to?
No.
Okay.
It's a waste of time. He's looking at me.
Why don't you call the owner?
Yeah, I would call him if I just
Call the owner so you guys don't get jammed up. We got to confirm.
Confirm what?
We got to confirm that you guys work for him. I mean, if it's not a big deal, just call him real quick. Like, hey, the police got called.
I'm not putting something on somebody's window for no reason.
your ID on you?
That makes no sense.
I know that, so just call him so we can confirm it.
I'm not doing it. This is ridiculous. This is
You
ridiculous.
said it earlier. We got to do our job, right? So this
Right,
is
but
our job.
y'all, if this is a business, y'all should know how to get in contact with the owner as well, too.
What's that?
You should know how to get in contact with the owner. If this is a business, somebody says a burglary or something
So
going
you
on.
got your ID on you?
No, for what? Am I being detained?
Can I have your ID, please?
No,
We're
sir.
investigating something.
Now y'all investigating something?
Yeah, I mean.
First you said somebody called and said it was a burglary or something going on.
I don't know
That's
why you
that's
gotta be
another
so-
lie.
My man, I don't know why you got to be so difficult.
I'm not being
We're doing our
difficult.
job.
Me
You got your
too.
phone
I'm
out,
working.
filming us,
Yeah.
like, my
I mean, because I know
camera's
y'all got y'all cameras
My
out,
camera's
mine is
on
out
as well,
too.
but
All
You're
right.
kind of being like difficult right now.
I'm working, bro.
I understand.
And y'all
that.
interrupting me.
I get it. Can I see your
So
ID?
I don't need to show you my ID if I'm not being detained. I don't have a warrant or anything. It makes no
Investigating
sense.
a possible crime right now. A burglary.
Well, you didn't say that. You didn't say that when you first came here.
Now I am.
Well, you're contradicting yourself, sir.
I'm not here to
Makes no
argue
sense.
with you, dude.
I'm not here to argue with you
I'm
either.
not here to be difficult with you.
Me
I'm
neither.
doing my
I'm just
job.
doing my job.
Listen,
There's
if
1,000
you-
cameras on this building.
Listen, if you just
So
call the owner, we can end this.
Yeah,
You guys can
just
continue.
call the owner.
You're
y'all
the
can
one
reach
that's holding off your work.
y'all can reach the owner. Every company, y'all can call the owner and say, "Hey, we have a burglary attempt at your establishment," and they'll come right here or they'll call. I don't need to do it. That's your job. If y'all ask who owns this building, I'm pretty sure there's a phone number down at City Hall or wherever. Y'all call him and verify that somebody's putting work on his windows. I'm gonna do this for nothing?
What kind of work?
That
you
makes no
doing?
sense. You're looking at it.
I don't know what it says. I don't
Oh,
Tents? Tent.
there you go. Yeah, I wouldn't just be putting this on somebody's window without their acknowledgement. That makes no sense.
Oh, no, I'm not disagreeing with you.
Right.
We're just doing our
But if y'all see that's what's going on, it's the name of the company. I'm here putting this on the window.
What's the name
What
of
am
your
I
guys'
doing?
What's the name of your guys' company?
I'm talking about this company,
Yeah,
Quality
what's the name
Motors of
what's the
Western
name
New
of
York.
What do you work for?
I work for myself.
What's the name of your company?
Drake 48. Yeah.
Do tents and stuff?
Yeah, I do everything. Tents, signs, business cards. Actually, when I call America, call y'all boss, he know me. The boss.
Sound?
The mayor. Yeah, yeah. We'll call him.
I'm not going to bother him. Right?
Oh, yeah, y'all. And I ain't gonna bother the person I'm working for either. Makes sense, right? But if you call him, he knows exactly who I am.
Okay.
He'll verify who I am. If you need to, like, verify who I am.
Okay.
All right. All right, we gotta do 2 more, buddy, and we out of here. Yep, we'll do them. As long as the rain ain't hitting us.
You're going to make contact. Try to make contact with you.
There's a lot of other stuff going on in this city, man. Y'all over here doing this. This is ridiculous,
We
man.
got a call here.
There's a lot of guns, a lot of these kids, a lot of crazy bullshit going on, and y'all right here bothering me. Y'all got bigger fish to fry, man. Come on, man.
Sir, we got a call to come here, so we're here.
Doing your job.
Doing our job, sir.
Y'all got bigger fish to
I'm doing
fry.
my job, right?
You got bigger fish to fry, I tell you that.
This could be
Bigger
a
fish to
burglary.
fry. Yeah, it could be. Check the doors. I'm pretty sure they all locked. Burglary. Looks like work to me.
This is crazy. Black man can't do your job, man, without being harassed. First somebody called, now it's a burglary. Yeah, good measure them up, man. This is crazy. You having chips on their shoulder, man. City way too small for that. So yeah, just call the mayor, man. He'll let you know I'm not a burglar. You gotta be out of here.
Contacting the owner.
Oh, y'all are? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. Facebook get a load of this one. And we probably got the, yeah, there's a perfect cut too right there on half. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
You guys who work here?
Yeah.
We're not accusing you of doing anything.
Well, I get that, but I mean,
We just
Stevie
wanna-
wondered to see that we're working, and I don't think nobody's going to put something in somebody's window without them knowing.
Right.
That just makes no sense.
Right.
If you agree, makes no
Yeah,
sense.
no, I get it.
You know what I'm
Half
saying?
the shit that we go through.
And I get it. I'm a black man over here. Somebody called and said, well, he said somebody called and said, there's something going on over here, but we're working. So whoever said something's going on,
You know the owner of the property, right?
if I'm working for him, absolutely, right?
So you know Mr. Salman? Yeah.
Makes no sense. You know what I mean? I told him they can call the boss. They can call the mayor. He knows exactly who I am. He'll tell you guys you're probably wasting your time. I know you don't want to disturb him on a Sunday.
If we were to call the mayor and be like, hey, there's some guy here.
Yeah,
he's not gonna
actually,
be
you
like,
know
"Oh,
what?
Who's the guy?" Like,
Look, I don't want to mess up my video. I would have called him for you. I would have interrupted him on a Sunday just for that. I got the number.
completely up to you. It's completely up to you. I don't.
Oh yeah, I know it's up to me. I'm just saying, it's just a.
You guys are putting up the windows. You guys putting up like the
Tents.
He has a business.
They haven't reached him yet.
No, they can't reach him.
Can't reach him.
Do you want to call him? Can you call him?
I already tried telling him to call him, but I don't know why.
Unless you want to get something at the trunk. All right, you too. Yep, thank you. Now they gone. This guy here got a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, man. I definitely agree with homie about that one cop, man. He really acted like that's the one that would escalate the situation to unnecessary confrontation and violence, man. He was not feeling the fact that he could not dictate what happened in that situation, and it was pretty much written all over everything he is. I think this gentleman handled this situation very civilly. He definitely gave them way more information than most would recommend he give them, and then definitely I would have given them, man. You know, I was offended by their presentation, by their approach. You got like 5 cops, if not more, out here. Did you get a call? Something was happening? Was it a burglary? Then, you know, we are always, as free citizens, not cooperating when we don't yield to their commands and demands. So obviously we're the problem, and we should just submit whenever they come around. And that's where that whole knowing your rights thing comes in at, but also the logical premise of knowing that just because things have been documented as lawful doesn't necessarily make them lawful. And So you got to know when to lawfully resist, and you know, in my opinion, you got to know when to civilly resist as well, whether that's lawful or not. And it's not our fault in too many of these cases that the idea and the will and the action of lawfully and civilly refusing to submit comes to the table for us. Like, it's not our fault that they bring these confrontational situations and escalated situations into a reality and then force us to respond or lay down. I don't like that, and that was my takeaway from this whole video. How many cops does it take, you know what I mean, to respond? Now, I don't know anything about Niagara Falls. Hell, as far as I know, all they have to do is paint the roads out there as police officers. I don't know. He did say it was a small place, but we see this everywhere, man. I asked a cop a question in the library one time, and the next thing you know, it was 3 different agencies, about 15 cops there. My first viral moment, you know what I mean? And so it's just, I'm always gonna, for me, probably refer back to that incident with those 3 bike cops dying on the road in Florida, on the side of the road. They were huddled up together. Excuses and explanations about why that was, but if we just look at how they operate, they're commonly doing not a damn thing in gang formation. And you know, that's just my issue. Like, when they walked up on that gentleman, they didn't know what the hell was going on. They really didn't care, and if they did, they wouldn't have stood there like dumb blondes the whole time trying to figure out what to do next. It's like nothing going on. Don't you got a damn job? See what I'm saying? And if your job is finding out what's going on here after you have met your lawful threshold, why don't you step your ass back, go sit in your car, do whatever? Or like he kept saying, man, it's a big ass sign with a number on the window. Call that number, man. Then he suggests you call the mayor. At this point, either the guy is a lifelong, you know, criminal, you know what I mean, one of those people, and he's just trying to weasel his way out, which could be very possible. But the bigger and more reasonable probability is that y'all ass is wasting time, because this man here doing his job. Now, he seemed to think that y'all were profiling him because he was black. I have no reason to not believe him the way I believe every other American citizen, no matter what the situation is. If he says that what was going on, why should I think he's lying? And y'all didn't help yourselves by the way that you behaved in that situation. Even the quote-unquote reasonable good cop who walked up at the end. You know what's going on here. Why are you repeatedly asking me questions that you very well know have been answered? And if you don't know they've been answered sufficiently, then your ass, once again, is very inept at your job, to say the least. My commentary probably sounds diplomatic, maybe what the hell is he talking about ish, but that's my best way to say I don't like these gang members and their approaches. I don't like how they try to cover it and sugarcoat it and layer it in appropriateness. I don't like the people who back them. I don't like how their tyranny, their violent murders tyranny is colored with officer safety and public safety and just doing their job. I literally don't like anything about these cowards. And when I call them cowards, it's not to throw some random insult in the air. It's because that's what I think it is. I'm a grown-ass man. If I thought something was going on and I was colored with the lawful authority to check it out, I wouldn't need 4 or 5 gangbangers with me. Even if protocol called for me to do that with assistance, praise God, I'm a grown-ass man. I would have the wherewithal to say, hey, man, just send me whatever, like one more person over here. Don't even look that serious. I wouldn't even ask for that one more person if it weren't absolute protocol. You know, I had to think about that while I was editing it, man, and I don't kick it just to kick it and say stuff just to make a point. So I was thinking, if I was hanging out with my homeboys and one of them thought something was going on, we probably are all going over there to check it out. You know what I'm saying? Because the rule is, the mindset is everybody go home safe. So hell yeah, we're going to go over there. If you that serious about checking it out, all right, cool, we're going to go with you, or at least some of us. So now I think about that, and it's my first time having this thought. It's not even so much that cops come gang formation alone that upsets me. It's just everything about them and how they do it. Because while I can also imagine me and my friends doing something like that and coming in a group, when we see it's nothing, we're not going to pretend, act like, fabricate the idea that it's something to push the situation and push our control over it. So once again, this is my first time having this thought. I don't even necessarily alone mind that they come in a group. It's just that whole aura and attitude that comes with them. Like, okay, we're here now. Shit is under control just because we say so. Even though most of the time disorder, violent, murderous disorder does not arrive until they do. So yeah, I had to think about that. And I still don't like them mother cops being cops, man. Don't do your job in America. And if we believe this young man and you're in Niagara Falls, especially if you're black, they gonna want to investigate your ass. Not hard to believe with these johnnies, man. Y'all be good.
You actually work here?
Yeah.
We're not accusing you of doing anything.
Well, I get that, but I mean,
We just
Stevie
wanna-
wondered to see that we're working, and I don't think nobody's going to put something in somebody's window without them knowing.
Right.
That just makes no sense.
Right.
If you agree, makes no
Yeah,
sense.
no, I get it.
You know what I'm
Half
saying?
the shit that we go through.
And I get it. I'm a black man over here. Somebody called and said, well, he said somebody called and said, there's something going on over here, but we're working. So whoever said something's going on,
You know the owner of the property, right?
if I'm working for him, absolutely right.
So you know Mr. Solomon?
Damn johnnies. Thank you if you made it this far. If you liked the video, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. If you care to go a little further than that, maybe even subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out a few of the other videos on the channel. Either way, y'all be safe.